Okay, here we are again today. I'm Bob.
I'm Charlie. Today we're talking about a topic that came up recently, is whether conversational is truly dead. In Mike Cope's blog, he talks about whether conversational is truly prevalent in the industry.
Yeah, that was very interesting blog that he did for us that showed the top two controls out there are conversational controls.
Yeah, in all the industry.
Yeah,
and even the survey that we did shows that 88% of our Hurco customers still use the conversational mixed with NC, but conversational being the prevalent one.
Yeah, and when we developed our NC conversational merge, I mean, that opened so many doors for guys where they could, be sitting there doing all the simple stuff, putting in mounting holes and what have you. And then say, the complex stuff obviously needs to be done in NC.
Yep.
It's
a real good package.
Yep, sure does. So Charlie, back when you were in trade school, how much conversational versus NC programming did you experience there?
About 50% of my training in school was spent conversational. We only got on the CNCs about 50% of our time, but a lot of it in the basics we learned through conversational to truly understand what we were doing and what the NC code then was.
Yeah, when I first started in the shop, there was there was no CNC. Basically ran all manual machines. And when I first came to Hurco, my shop foreman asked me to just drew a little picture on a piece of paper and sketched a part out and said, "Can you make this?" I said, "Sure." So I go and I make the part and I come back and he checked it out and said, just right. He goes, "We're probably gonna need about 100 of these a month." And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I made this on a manual machine. Don't think I want to change tools that many times. And then that's when I first started looking at the machines we were building then, the Hurco mill, and figured out I could make a fixture and eliminate all those tool changes, or the majority of those tool changes, just by using the conversational programming standing at the control.
Yeah. So I could see how that would really be helpful as well in case, let's say you're just milling a frame and the size has to be a little bit bigger. Instead of changing all of your NC code, you can go in and give it a longer Y dimension or a longer X dimension, and control does it for you.
Yeah, when I was making a lot of fixtures to run production, I mean, it was very nice to be able to just stand there to control, cut what I thought needed to be done on that particular fixture. When I go to measure it, if I need to be a few thou bigger or smaller, I just stand right there and change the numbers in the data block, and I'm done.
Yeah.
So it made it very convenient and very easy to do setups like that.
Yeah.
So
I also see a lot at our customers as well that they do a lot of mix between NC and conversational, and they obviously use the conversational for anything that they can because it's so much easier. They walk up to the control, type in a simple mill frame, holes block, milling, anything like that. It's a lot easier than having to go to a CAD CAM software. But in the case that they have some complex surfacing or 5-axis work, it's not as easy, or even sometimes the feature isn't there in conversational, and so they'll use the NC conversational merge in order to put the two together and make one complete part at the end.
Right. Yeah, that would be much easier. The shop floor programming is probably the biggest advantage, in my opinion. Being able to make changes quickly and it's just more efficient that way. Yep. But at the same time, like you said, I've seen some different contours that it'd probably drive you nuts to sit there and try to calculate it out. We're on a CAD system, it'd probably be pretty quick to get that tool path real fast. Yep. So there's an advantage there.
Thanks for watching this video. Let us know in the comments below what you guys use in your shop. Until next time, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Bob.
See ya.
Adios.
He's gonna forget to cut that out.